May I request Dr. Ayushi Das to make a presentation? This is on understanding healthy aging in India, insights from multivariate regression trees.
Yes. Hello.
Yes,
Hello,
please,
ma'am.
Ayushi. Yeah, please, you can get started.
Yeah.
And please see that you stick to your time limit. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Let's
I'll
start.
start. Um, Is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So, so my topic is understanding healthy aging in India, a multivariate regression tree approach. So, what comes to your mind when you hear the word healthy aging? Is it living a longer life? Is it disease-free life, active and independent life, or being physically or mentally fit? Well, according to the WHO, the World Health Organization, healthy aging is more than just absence of disease, but it is also the maintenance of physical, cognitive, and functional capacities and active engagement in life. So, WHO launched the Decade of Healthy Aging in 2020 to address the population aging issues. And this initiative aims to promote practices that support autonomy, productivity, and overall quality among the older adults. Coming to the literature, the concept of aging, healthy aging, and productive aging, these have emerged throughout the years. Started from 1950, the ego integrity versus despair by Eric Erikson. Then in 1961, disengagement theory, which was a negative theory that focuses on the older adults prepared for their death uh, while they age. Then in 1960s, productive aging concept was emerged by Gerontological Society of America. Then a cultural aspect of healthy aging, good old age was poised. Then successful aging. Then active aging by WHO was coined in 2002. Then healthy aging. Then resilient aging in 2014. And lastly, we have our healthy aging concept by WHO in 2015. So, which uh, Sorry. So the healthy aging concept in 2015 by WHO expanded healthy aging to include mental, cognitive, and social dimension for overall well-being. This concept was further broadened in the WHO Decade of Healthy Aging in 2019. Coming to the rationale, there are plenty of previous literature that have calculated quantitative measure of healthy aging and compared it across nationally. And it classified healthy aging across factors into physical, emotional, mental, social, and economic domains. So, what our study contributes to the literature is by identifying the combination of factors that determine healthy aging outcomes. So the first objective is to elucidate the multifaceted nature of healthy aging by investigating the interplay of various independent factors, including demographic, socioeconomic, and behavioral. By comprehensively examining these factors, we want to understand their relative contributions to different dimensions of healthy aging that includes five aspects, that is physical, functional, mental, cognitive, and social aspects. Secondly, our study further intends to identify the specific effect of each factor on these dimensions to examine how it changes across different age groups. So, we have utilized the longitudinal study of aging in India, like Wave 1 dataset, which was collected in 2017 and 18. For our study, we have imposed a minimum age criteria of 45 years and above. Excluding missing values, we have a total of 59,073 individuals. These are the independent variables. that were included in the study. Since healthy aging includes the multidimensional factors which contribute to overall physical and mental well-being of older adults, to thoroughly examine this intricate process, we have considered these 19 independent features, which can be broadly classified as demographic, socioeconomic, and health and behavioral factors. So these are the variables and their categories. For the dependent variables, we have constructed five indices, which includes physical, functional, cognitive, mental, and social index. And including all the five indices, we can say the a person is healthy aging. So the target variables includes these variables, like the index includes the nine chronic diseases. Then functional health includes dressing, walking, bathing. These variables. This the activities of daily living variables. Then the mental health, cognitive, and social. For the analysis, we have utilized multivariate regression trees, which is a machine learning method and an extended version of regression tree. So the multivariate regression tree was constructed with all five indices as target variable. So how this regression tree works? Initially, we start with the whole sample. The whole sample is divided into training set and testing set. So to grow a tree, one has to start with the training set, and then the training set is partitioned across the independent variables to into non-overlapping samples. Then it is further separated, splits into different groups based on other independent categories, like this. So the model was employed using the classification and regression trees CART algorithm from scikit-learn library of Python. Why we used multivariate regression tree? Because since the nature of healthy aging is multifaceted, and it is essential to know how different factors jointly interact to determine healthy aging outcomes. While regression analysis is particularly good in estimating the marginal effect of an independent variable, it is less capable of capturing the interactions effect that involve multiple variables. So that is why we have chosen this approach. And these are the results. We can see that in 45 to 59 age groups, there are positive changes in each indices in the functional health, physical, mental, and social and cognition. And with the increase in age group, the indices are showing a uh, negative trend. So this is the output of the multivariate regression tree. The tree has eight end nodes, and each constituting five values for five indices of healthy aging. So we have simplified this diagram to for better understanding. So this is a simplified diagram of that decision tree, and this diagram is for 45 to 59 age group. So this highlights the main branch is the education, and in the left side is the less than 5 years of individuals who have less than 5 years of education, and this side is 5 years or more. So on the left, those individuals who is less than 5 years of education and who live in a safe environment, who does not live in a environment, and who are not involved in household activity, they have mostly the indices have negative values only, except the social health index, which is positive. So involvement in household activities, mm, then leads to negative cognitive and social scores, with a slightly increase in the physical, functional, and mental health scores. So, uh, On the right side, the cognitive scores and other educated females involved in household activities have slightly better physical health scores than other categories, and but they have a negative functional, mental, cognitive, and social health scores. Those with 5 to 9 years of education involved in household activities have better sorry those who have involved in household activities and 5 to 9 years of education have better scores than their counterparts who are not involved in the activities. Then coming to the 75 years, the oldest age group, there are two new factors emerged in this age group, that is receiving pension, living arrangement, and involved in spiritual activity. So involvement in spiritual activities significantly increase the values of the indices, and who are not involved, their mental and physical health score are significantly lower. uh, Similarly, receiving pension slightly improves the scores, while not receiving have a negative impact on their specifically their mental health. This is the graph of all age group. The two new factors emerge, that is marital status and involvement in physical activity, but they do not have any significant changes on the results. Coming to the discussion part, in all regression trees, education emerges as the predominant factors influencing all the indices of healthy aging. So higher education leads to better healthy aging. Then involvement in household activity has positive effect on physical and mental health, which is more evident in female older adults. So we can say that in order to stay physically and mentally active, doing household chores helps. Then living in safer environment does not necessarily guarantee better mental health. And in the older ages, that is 75 and above, involvement in spiritual activity, living with partner and children, receiving pension leads to positive scores, indicating the importance of mental peace and financial support.
Yeah.
Concluding our paper.
Yeah, please conclude in just a few seconds. Thank you.
Okay, well, so in conclusion, our study sheds light on various factors influencing healthy aging among adults in India. So, continued research and policy efforts in these areas are essential to addressing the evolving needs. Uh, and this is we have recently published this paper. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.